always had that something in you where you wanted to strive for better. So describe for me, what has your journey been like in life?
The journey it's been very hard because, I was on public assistance, so it was like, at first it was a boundary there. Anybody knows about public assistance, they don't want you to go so far or they're going to cut it off.
When you describe yourself now, tell me, who's Freddie Stevenson, the man that you are now?
A few years ago, I remember in college, they would always have speakers come in and ask us who we are. I wouldn't have been able to answer the question. It probably would have had something to do with football. I'm a fullback for Florida State. I want to play in the NFL. But now it's just simple. I'm Freddie Stevenson, man of purpose.
This is a passion of mine. The whole premise behind the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast is to spotlight the fact that it is now time for you to get your dope comeback story.
Hey, say Jazzy Conversations with Jazz. Jazzy Conversations with Jazz. Say Jazzy Conversations with Jazz. Jazzy Conversations with
Jazz. Every Monday, I call people into a studio, and we dig into their comeback stories, because I know that we see people in their glory and we see people when they're on top, when they can have that silver lining to them, but we all go through some things, right? We all go through some things, and I think once we're real with people and we let people know the trials and tribulations that we've gone through, it only makes us human and it connects one of us.
So I just want to know, what would be your advice to someone who is looking to start their own podcast?
First and foremost, let me back up. Find your voice. What are you going to talk about? Is it something that people want to listen to? How long will your podcast be? What's going to be the consistency of your podcast? Are you going to do it like weekly, daily? Are you going to do it monthly? So once you find that, because that's going to indicate if somebody wants to listen to your podcast or not. I do know how I'm doing it. I'm doing it with God. I'm doing it because this is a passion of mine. And when you are passionate about something, you're not going to stop. So it really it comes down to how bad do you want it. That last line is always what does it for me. It definitely comes down to how bad do you want it. And you know that the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast wants it real bad. We are embarking on our 4th year here in podcast land. If you are tuned in, then you know that you are tuned in with Jasmar Jazz Bennett, mother, educational leader, podcast, and event host. I am the host of this magnificent award-winning podcast, the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast. If you are tuning in, I want you to make sure that you share this out. I want over 75 shares with this particular episode because it is that unique. It is that special to me. Make sure that you are engaging by commenting in the comment section. You never know. We may bring your comment on screen and my special guest may answer it in real time. You know that this podcast is very special. It's a very special community where I spotlight the power of the comeback. I truly, truly believe that you can come back from anything with God, the right resources, knowing how to use those resources effectively, and your willingness to do the necessary work. It is a winning formula that has stood this test of time in my personal life and also in the lives of all of my guests. We are in this thing. This is almost the 150th episode. This is episode 149. And so again, I need for you to make sure that you are following, you are liking, you are subscribing on Facebook, YouTube, and on IG. At Jazzy Conversations with Jazz is right down here on my scrolling roll. So make sure that you are following me. Listen, today's episode is very special to me because I spun the block, y'all. Like, I don't typically spin the block for guests a lot, but this particular guest is worth it. If you have been under a rock, maybe you haven't heard of her. But if you are alive and thriving, and especially if you live in Lakeland, Florida, then you should know the name Shae Knight. And if you don't know the name Shae Knight, then I know you know the name of the pop-up shop. And if you don't know even the name of the pop-up shop, which I definitely doubt by now, you know the name of her social media platforms like the Hustle Hard group. You know the names of the viral seafood pasta. Not the one on Memorial. Don't get it confused, all right? Not the one on Memorial. I'm just playing. Not the one in Winter Haven. Not the one in Fort Meade. Not the one in Bartow, but the one here in Lakeland. Let's get it right because she has her seal of approval on it. Shae, you're gonna make me laugh. Stop doing that. And so I need for you, because I'm all about giving people their just due, especially when they work really, really hard, because that's going to be something that we're going to talk about as well. All right, we're going to talk about some things with that. Authenticity. Authenticity is really what will get you far, and it is okay to be yourself. She has been herself her entire life. Like, I went back and I looked at a few clips from episode 48. I didn't look at a lot of it because I wanted it to feel like this was going to be new and this is fresh, because it is, because my girl has been elevating. She's going to higher levels and higher levels. And so I love it. And so Miss Shae Knight is my special guest for this episode. She is definitely from Lakeland, Florida. She's a single mom turned entrepreneur extraordinaire. Since 2011, she's been empowering small businesses through her Hustle Hard group. Fast forward to today in 2025, and her pop-up shop is taking Lakeland by storm. But that's not all. I mentioned it before. Her famous seafood pasta salad has become a viral sensation, irresistible to all who try it. And she has receipts. She recorded it, and we get entertained with her videos. You want to know Shae's vision? It's to inspire others to reach new heights and to live their best lives. She is proof that determination, hard work, with it, anything is definitely possible. So this is a Polk County legend. This is a Lakeland legend. Shae, how are you doing today? How you doing on this fabulous Monday?
Hey, I'm doing good, girl. I'm here laughing at you. You is crazy.
And that's how I was laughing when you said that initially. I was like, well, where can I get it?
But y'all couldn't see me before, could you? Just you, right?
No. This is your first appearance on camera, looking fabulously well.
Okay.
So how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I want to start off with you were saying something something in our conversation, and it reminded me of something that you stated in our previous podcast. You said that I asked you that, well, one of the things I stated was that entrepreneurs and people who are successful, they seem to have the same formula that they use in their daily lives. And one of them included having a mentor or someone that they really, really look up to. And so I asked you, I said, who inspires you? And Shae, do you remember what you told me?
It probably wasn't me.
Yep. Yes. You said something very unique, but I listened to that and I was like, you know what? I think that's profound because you have an awareness of self. And it is so dope when someone can be inspired by themselves because of the things that they have done. And also because you have an innate knowing, feeling, and I will go back to saying knowing that you are going to be successful. There's something very special about you. When you have this feeling that and you said you've had this feeling ever since you were younger, that you just know. And I have that feeling too about myself, but I think you are a tad bit more aware of it. And it allows you to not have a barrier in front of you for long. Because even if you do have a barrier, it doesn't stay that way. And so we said that it would have been so amazing if this show would have been 148, but it is 48 we started. Now we're circling back with 149. So how was that to you? Like when you saw those numbers, what did that mean to you?
So when I saw those numbers, because I always remember that I was 48 because it's my favorite show.
Yeah.
right? So I was like, oh, that's good. That's my favorite show, and I'm 48 on her, podcast.
Yeah.
With the 149, I was like, whoa. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It was just that close of
Yeah.
being 148. And like I told you, I would have fainted because I kind of like a numbers person.
Yeah.
Numbers, certain things does pop out to you.
Yeah.
But it just kind of, it, I just say this. Once I seen it, I just heard the voice say alignment.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it means,
Yeah.
but is aligning. Like you said, you don't usually double back, but it's like, what that
Wait a
mean?
minute.
Like going crazy.
I was just like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So listen, we have some people. Look, I feel like Simone feels. So Simone, hey Simone, she's like she got to get her hands on some of the pasta salad. So you got to let everybody know, how did you come up with this recipe for this pasta salad? We're just gonna go out the gate with the pasta salad. You have a sensational, a viral pasta salad that has hit the airwaves. I think I came in kind of at the beginning, the start of the buzz. And I was just like, I love me some seafood and I love me some pasta. Like, that's typical, that's baby shower food. Like we want us some pasta. And then
Right.
if you get someone who knows how to make it right and they add the seafood to it, that's just like we are like a kid in a candy store as adults. That's one of the foods that we really like. And so when I say your pasta salad is not like any other. And so I was jokingly saying it at the beginning of the podcast. It's not the one here, it's not the one there, it's not the one there, because I keep seeing them pop up. And I'm like, okay, now this person is advertising for pasta salad. This person is. But one thing that I can say without a shadow of a doubt, none of it even looks like yours. It doesn't even look like yours. And so, like, let's talk about, how did you come up with the idea for it, and then what sets it apart from anybody else's seafood pasta salad?
Okay. All right. So the whole salad thing, I was actually helping a friend out at one of my pop-ups, right? They
Mhm.
had needed some pasta salad to go with their menu, right?
Mhm.
So was telling them, I said, hey, I don't even know how to make pasta salad. I never made it before.
Stop.
So they said, well, yeah. I said, I never made it before. But see, I know how to cook though.
Yeah.
So if you show me something, but I was like, but if you, tell me what I need, I mean, I can put it together. So,
Right. Right.
he, so they told me, hey, put cucumbers, Italian and some lump crab meat and, some tomatoes and, and shrimp. And that's it.
We
So I
sounding
was like,
about that. We in
okay.
the ballpark. We in
So
the ballpark.
yeah. So I was like,
Look, something don't want us to hear this viral seafood pasta. Uh we're not gonna get the whole recipe. I know nobody's gonna ever tell us the whole recipe at all, and that's okay. I see that we have, while Shae is trying to get back with us, Shae, Reggie wants you to have the pasta at the Juneteenth Freedom Festival. So they want you to be a vendor there. So I hope you're able to be a vendor. While we're waiting for Shae to come back on, I'm gonna throw to Big Fred's Kitchen. Big Fred's Kitchen, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Miss Bennett.
Listen here. I wish you said you were gonna be on here. I'm like, wait a minute now, you got Big Fred in the building.
Yeah, I miss you, girl.
I know, man. Big Fred, tell the audience how we met one another.
Oh, we met by me trying to get work, and I seen your flyer online, and I was like, you know what? Let's go do Haines City.
Let's go do Haines City.
And when we went to Haines City, we got the one interview. Now, the last time we didn't get a chance because they was working the life out, man. I couldn't even walk when I left there. But look at God.
Look at him from that last time. Now, Big Fred was his presence was there at the Haines City Children's Literacy Festival, and so he was a vendor there. So I'm glad to see that from being on from me posting the flyer on on my podcast social media page and on my personal page that you saw it and that you wanted to come and experience it. And then that particular year, which was last year, you were a special guest, and so. Man, Big Fred, tell everybody what you specialize in because it's no joke. It is no joke. And I'm a sexy
You
person.
know, I
Y'all
get
gonna
that
have to put
question a
something on
lot.
myself. Like tell us, Big Fred.
I get that question a lot about what I specialize in.
Yeah,
And really, if I really was to honestly answer that, I specialize in putting a smile on my customer's face.
I like that.
Because when it comes down to it, everybody I was known for barbecue because I had the barbecue grill. But one thing a lot of people don't know in my story is I'm really just giving people what my mama and my wife mama gave us. To
Yeah,
raise 5 boys, to raise her and her siblings, and I said, you know what? Because I used to be a street boy. I didn't have my head on right all the time, and now I'm a preacher in the church.
yeah,
But when God put His hands on me, I straightened up quick, and I learned. I'm not going back that route. And if I could sell all that other stuff, and the process, I ended up went to selling actually DVDs, and then they came out with the Fire Stick and killed that game. And but while I was doing that, I was selling food. It
yeah,
just started, and after I started selling food, everybody was like, "Man, you need to go full time with this." So I went from a grill to a bigger grill to a bigger grill, and now I'm in a food trailer.
yeah.
But that's why I can't. Yeah, everybody says I specialize in barbecue, and now I've got one of the hugest grills it is, and everybody's going crazy over my wings.
Those,
So
those wings are those wings are amazing.
and
Okay,
also, and they don't stop with what was your favorite, the mullet.
yes. Well, somebody's gonna be tuning into this. I'm sorry, because like it's one gentleman that I go crazy over his mullet, but I'm trying to tell you, this mullet right here, we may have to have a mullet competition.
We could do it.
So tell me how, because Shay's back on. I want to hear, um, Shay. I'm not sure if you're. I'm gonna look at you, and when you come back on camera, I'm gonna bring you back on. But tell me, how did you link up with Shay? And then, have you ever been into one of her pop-up shops before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It just came out. Being honest with you, I was hearing about the pasta myself, and next thing you know, they told me about it. She had a pop up shop going, and I jumped in it. And when I tell you she put on for the city, Shay put on for the city.
In
And
what ways? Like expound for that. Like if it's somebody that's looking, watching, and they've never been to one of Shay's pop-up shop, how would you explain?
it's wild. I'm gonna put it that way. It's wild, but it's peaceful.
Yeah.
Uh, it's very organized. Everything was together. Only problem I had was, is I didn't get my pasta.
Now listen, that's the story. That's the story. Like I remember I've driven like way from Bartow one time, just being in Bartow and trying to make it to the pop-up shop. And I'm like, I passed by somebody and I was like, yeah, they said, hey, yeah, I'm here to get some of that pasta. And they were like, oh, you missed it a long time ago. And I was like, nope, say that. So I'm a find Shay, and Shay's gonna have a stash somewhere. I got Shay. Stash was gone. Everything, every morsel of that pasta was gone. But I tell you one thing, like when you taste it, it is just it's like tasting your barbecue. You have some unique things that you do with your food as well, because it's all about the flavor. It's all about the preparation of it.
I could break down Shay.
It's
Yeah,
such like
I could break down Shay pasta for you because I am a food critic. So
listen,
that's
I did that. I did that when I did my review of her pasta. It's like I'm
And
like,
it
I
messed
taste this,
up
taste
because when I
that, I
look
taste
at
this.
it, it ain't nothing but some pasta with some Italian dressing. And but then when you hit it, it's like I can't tell if it's creamy Italian, what she got in that Italian, the little tomatoes and stuff, and the cucumbers
Got
and
some
all of
fun
that
ass
right
needle.
there. So,
Listen,
oh snap.
Shay, I want to see if Shay is on here. Shay, do you hear us trying to get your pasta, trying to get some elements of your pasta in here? Like we're I think I had it. I think I missed a few things because I'm like, okay, went to me when you add a banana pepper or like to it and you squeeze that on it, that's another component of it that is just like, okay, this takes it to another level. But then, man, listen, any dish that you have and you don't put food in it, that is gonna take the flavor to a whole nother level right there too. You know what I'm saying? Like that just does it. To me, that's what sets her apart because like Shay goes to the seafood market. Shay is gonna be on her biz, right? And so, hey Latrice is on. Look, I'm ready to laugh because I missed the pop up shop. I didn't miss the pop up shop. I just missed meeting Latrice because I was so bold that the seafood pasta. I was discombobulated. So I was trying to find me some seafood. Like, where am I gonna go? Where can I find it? Latrice, are you ready to be put on camera? How you doing, Latrice?
I'm doing all right. I'm out here with
Listen,
my great auntie. Got her taking her to Publix.
I know that's right. And then you had an opportunity to hop on this award-winning podcast. So welcome
Uh,
to the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast. I
Hello,
appreciate you
everyone.
giving your time. How you doing?
I'm
Listen,
doing all.
if you
I,
don't know who Latrice is, Latrice, introduce yourself to people who don't
I
know
am
that
I
you
am a
almost had a million followers and you probably over a million followers. Let
almost
everybody know
two
who you are.
almost 2 million.
2 million.
Really over because I got other pages that equal like 300,000. So close over 2 million
I know that's
followers.
right. I know that's right.
I'm a content creator with a lot of videos that gain over probably 100 million views without everything that I've done. So that's what I've been doing. Just comedy, skits, music. I cook. I do whatever. I'm just an entertainer all around. Movie. I've been in a show, a TV show off of OWN TV
I
called
love
David Makes Man. Famous on Jerry Springer.
it.
So I've done a lot of things.
Girl, you was not on Jerry Springer. Hey, Big Fred, do me a
Yeah.
favor. You turn your radio down a little bit. You know how you be on radio and you call in trying to get some tickets.
Sean Spade. I mean Sean Spade. Oh my lord, she talking about me.
Girl, so you was on Jerry Springer and
Yeah, I
you
was on
pulled it
Jerry
off.
Springer.
How
Yeah.
long ago was that?
Say hey to Miss
Hey,
Sharice with Publix. This
we got
I'm going to
Publix all in the
StreamYard. I'm gonna
building.
be
How you
over
doing?
in
You know
Polk
you are
County
on an
selling
award
crabs
podcast right now,
Easter
right?
Sunday. And they're gonna have different vendors though. Okay, you better show Fred be throwing out. He be cooking.
Spread
You know
those
how to cook
down.
crab? Do you know how to cook crab? He do soul food like ribs, I think that stuff like that. Different
Do you
foods.
like mullet?
Yeah, mud. But he do mullets.
He
He
does
smoke the
mullet.
mullet. He smoke it. Y'all need to bring your ass up there. Y'all don't support Sarah. Y'all don't support me. Where you going? Polk County, Lakeland.
Polk County, we're coming.
Sunday, 1 to 6. Get your ass on the road. Gonna have a good time. Meet some new people. Yeah. New men.
Well, listen, Latrice,
Yes,
when I was introduced to you, it was off of one of Shay's posts that she did, and she was making it seem like she was delivering the
I
pasta
do.
to you, and that you were still in the pasta. So how did that come about? Because you were tasting the pasta in the hotel room, and you were just
Oh,
like,
that pasta was, baby, that pasta so damn good. I had to seen that video of the police lady eating it. And honey, I said, listen, I need some of that pasta. And she was like, oh my God, I know I watch you and da da da. I didn't know who she was, but she knew where I was. And then I was like, she met me there and I made sure I supported her, I paid. But she looked at it and throw me something in that extra, you know what I'm saying? Because she knew where I was. So baby, we tore that pasta up.
yeah,
Me and my kids and my friends tore that damn pasta up. I was so mad when I got home. I put my pasta in the refrigerator. The next day it was gone. One of my kids ate it, and everybody
listen,
played dumb. But you know, and listen. I was like, hey, let's say hey, somebody ordered pasta, and I like to come up with skits
yeah,
and just have fun with it. But I like the fact that she do support other people because I seen she just supported another girl that sell pasta too. And you have people that be hating on, when you're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I love Shay. She's definitely like she's a real one. She's a real one. I need some chicken wings. Chicken.
I love how your relationship, was forged through something that she has just done thing with, and the genuine connection that I see that you
Give me
have,
like 4 or 5.
because you now are supporting her pop-up. So how has that experience been? Because I hear you there. By the way, tell us where you are right now.
I'm in Sarasota, Florida. I'm at Publix.
Way in Sarasota. Listen, I love
Yeah.
me some Sarasota now.
And I've been trying to get people to come. I got my homegirl gonna be coming with me because she's gonna help me with the food because I'm gonna be cooking my crabs and using my famous seasoning with my garlic butter. My garlic sauce is the truth, baby.
Listen
So
here.
I'm gonna be. Look at my
Listen
cousin.
here.
Everybody just want to pop up in Publix, y'all.
Listen here.
My family,
Hey, family. Hey, family.
So yeah,
Listen, do not talk me with a good time. When I say I'm a seafood head, I'm a seafood head. And so, what's so special about your crabs? Because you're telling us you got
my
this special
my
sauce.
she had my crabs before. I'm gonna let her tell you what's special about my crabs.
Okay.
Everything. They all of that in some.
What about that
Blue, we
sauce?
talking blue
And the
crabs,
sauce,
we
the
talking
bomb. Yes,
snow
baby.
crabs.
Yes. The blue crabs.
Okay, now you got me because
I don't like all that snow crab shit. I like the real meat.
Big
You
Fred,
got
you
the
know it,
Yes,
right?
I want the
Big
meat.
Fred already know.
Listen here. I just got me some crabs the other day. They just big.
Oh,
Nothing but meat. All males better come out and get something. Get off the net.
Oh, you gonna come by the house and
They
get
got
it?
right
she
now.
I'll
said the
be over there
magical
pulling up.
words, Big Fred. She said all
Answer the door.
males.
I'm gonna
She
be in
said
there
we
right
I'm
meeting,
coming.
and
Come
she
and sit
said
over there with you. What I
that's
need to
the
bring?
genuine and
What
true
bottle of
nature.
liquor? you know,
Listen,
listen.
I'm trying to figure
I
out
had done.
where
Listen,
Jay.
my sauce is like I had done did when I did a little something here in Sarasota. Everybody came and a lot of people from my hometown like they came and ate. People was telling people about it. They was pulling up. I didn't even have no more sauce. I
Oh
literally
wow.
was like, honey, I done ran out. Cause I was showing love. Giving away a lot of my sauce.
You got some too, Big Fred?
She gives away all the time. She gave away a lot of crabs. And
I
they don't
do.
respect her. These hoes don't respect her.
You know.
Listen, please save me some. Trees, please save me some,
Are you
okay?
gonna be there? You gonna
I
be there?
am.
Okay. And we listen. When I tell you, you gonna love them. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna have hot crabs. I'm gonna have like Old Bay.
Yeah,
A lot of us grew up on Old Bay,
yeah.
so I'm gonna use Old Bay for the ones that's gonna be kind of mild. But I'm
Okay,
gonna use my season for those that want them hot. So I'm not gonna cook them, until they say, hey, I want mine hot or I want mine mild. So it's going down, baby. I'm
it's
ready
going down.
for this
Big Fred,
Sunday.
you had
I'm
those.
ready for that pasta. Shea butter put my pasta up.
Look, I'm like, put some to the side. I'll come and get it the
Yeah,
day
put my
before.
pasta up, cause baby, I love me some pasta. And Fred, hey, you gave me some food. I ate your food. Your food was good. When you the one gave me some what I had ribs, them ribs. Ooh, them ribs fall off the goddamn bone.
And
Them
I
ribs
need
fall off the bone. I'm gonna
seasoning
trace some lottery over
trees
here,
so
baby.
much. I done ran
Huh?
through both bowls of my seasoning. I need more. Please have it on deck.
I'm gonna have seasoning with me at
Okay.
the I'm gonna have seasoning with me. So make sure you be ready. I'm gonna definitely have some seasoning
I'm
with me. You say what?
I'm out. I use it on some shrimp.
You use it on shrimp, the
Yes, sir.
seasoning. Give me two of those. I'm
So you
glad
got
you
you got
used them.
shrimp, you got some seasoning, you got the crabs going on. It's gonna be, I guess, a food mecca there. Like that's what Shay normally does. She said
Somebody
there's
already won that 10 million in.
about like 38 vendors there.
Huh?
So, like Big Fred, when
Did
you
somebody already win
come
the
in
10
a
million?
pop-up shop, do you feel that
They probably
there's
did.
a space for you? You're able to get your clientele there?
You talking to me
It's way
or
more than
Fred?
enough space.
Fred.
Okay.
Way more than enough space. When I tell you, you got parking on one side, you got a park to the other side. Your kids can go play at the park, and we just got one big field where you can do it. She got a DJ out there, and
Her daughter is the host, and so like what Teresa was saying, how Shay bigs up people who are doing the same thing that she does, is competition. I love the fact that she's allowing her daughter to do what she wants to do, because I actually host events as well. I know that Michelle Monaco has been a host for as well. And I just know that it's the vibe of like a family reunion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
So I'm gonna be
you
around
just
that now.
gonna see some people that you know you're gonna vibe with people. Priest, I saw you making videos with people. You show a lot of love to the event. So I really like that.
Who me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I be promoting it and telling people about it. You know, I pray they come. A lot of people want. I'm gonna tell you what a lot of these people want. They want to pull up where the men. They want to pull up where the niggas at. You know what I'm saying, with the nice cars. But see, a lot of them don't understand. Pulling up over there, you could be jeopardizing your life. Cause
Right.
there's so many. That's where you got other niggas that is beefing with somebody and guns. You know, come out here where we at with your children and let them enjoy
Right.
themselves. And this even is we ain't got it's violent, no non-violence.
Right.
So everybody just like family, and once you just it's like each other, been known. So hold on, let me unhook my phone from this damn
Okay.
Bluetooth. It's just ain't that. You ain't gonna see as many. I guess don't y'all have an East parade up there somewhere, Lakeland or Lake City or Lake County or something like
We
that?
have it's several. We don't have a parade, but there's some people that they do like adult Easter egg hunts and stuff like that. But we don't have an Easter parade.
Well, one is somewhere going on, I believe, in Lake City. I
Okay.
seen it on the internet and it's real big, and I seen a lot of people from my hometown cheering and talking, "Oh, y'all, let's go here."
Yeah.
And it's sad that they don't support me and come. And they'll support certain people. Like you got to be popular. Like
Yeah.
that's why I tell people, yeah, I'm popular on the internet, but I'm not popular in my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well known. People know me, but I'm not an ass kisser.
Yeah.
I don't chase the popular people. I don't try.
And that you know what that makes sense, and it's sad. It's like people always say that you can go and be famous somewhere else faster than when you're in your hometown. Fred,
Man,
where are you from?
Lakeland, Florida, all my
uh,
life.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't think I thought you were from somewhere else.
I be
From
everywhere
Lakeland?
else.
I
I just
got
got
you.
done working out.
I don't know,
Oh,
Latrice.
you did?
I feel like what you're saying it's unbelievable. It's not unbelievable, but it's like somebody like you who has like almost 2 million followers. I don't understand how you don't get that home support. You would think people would be rooting for you and wanting to see your success. That's so weird.
Well,
So be
unfortunately, it
Around
is like
and to
that.
be around
Everywhere
because
you
they be
go, it's
needing you
like
to
that. I
help
know
them
exactly what she's talking
with
about.
certain things like the fight.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying, to have their back when it's stuff like that. But when they don't want to have your back, I can't get none of them to come and support me. It's gonna be an excuse. Oh, I don't want. Oh, I got this. I got to do this, or I ain't got no babysitter. Or I'm like, look, this is a kid's event, so
yeah,
it's really that be God allowing you to see. Let them go. He already sent, and my pastor was saying that
yeah,
you got to let go of some family and friends to get to where what God trying to give you. Can't give it to you when you're around them because he don't want them to be a part of your blessing. Because then they're gonna come out with that. Well, I did this for you, or remember what I did. And my pastor was speaking, and I said, you know what? He making so much sense because when I moved away, I blowed up, I made it. But when I come back here, it's like I just been going through stuff.
And going down.
yeah,
Like I'm going through stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. Even though I really don't affiliate with I only affiliate with a few people, but I really shouldn't be affiliated with them.
yeah, yeah,
Nobody. You know. So a lot of things happen for a reason, and God wants. We have to let people go. We
yeah,
have to let people go. It's okay to say hey and goodbye, but when we get away and we make a way, we don't really supposed to come back. I came back here, because of being attacked on the internet. People put my address on the internet and threatened my children. But I should have just stayed where stayed at my home and just did what I had to do. But I came right back here where I'm from, which I needed help Auntie Duck too. I ain't had no help in no
yeah.
other states. And I knew I had people here I could trust with my kids. But I couldn't take them nowhere else. People, I didn't, that was my thing. I
Definitely understand that.
was happy.
Definitely understand that, and I think that's something that I'm kind of coming to grips to, and it's just kind of hard because I don't know If Fred and Latrice, you guys feel this way, you feel like
Having trouble help.
you're like your ride or die one, almost you feel like you just need to have them, in your life. Then I don't know. I look at the support thing, like with with your skits, with your family, the things that you're doing, Fred, with you turning your life around,
My
you
phone.
think like Christ, boom, you make it with Move Up. Like I don't know. Did you feel like you fell off with just supporting you, and like how did that feel when you initially saw that
Yeah.
people fall?
Well, I actually don't worry about it. I
Me?
used to. It used to bother me, but just like Latrice said, what God got
This
for you,
phone
He
breaking
got
up
for
so
you.
bad.
And
My
I'm
signal
telling the whole
terrible. My signal
bunch,
terrible where I'm at.
you can't put a 50 in your hand. You feel me?
Yeah,
So I had to learn to let them go, and now I meet. I just get happy with all the people that I do meet. Everywhere I go, I meet somebody. Even when I went to Haines City and did a literacy event, they was calling, wondering if I was coming back to the next one. And then when I got out there, people was like, "I remember you from last year. I'm so glad you came back." And that's what I find my enjoyment wherever God got it for me at. Stop
yeah,
looking for what you want, because what you want, just like the Bible tell you, lean not to your own understanding.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so I don't try to understand why people don't, because it's a crazy, especially when you dealing with the food business, it's a real crazy game. Because not even just the customers,
yeah,
because yes, unfortunately, I still do places here in my own town just
yeah,
because I want to be there for my town. But yet I go out of town and make way more money. Well, people don't even know me.
yeah,
But here, like I say, it's just really about I just know I do what God tell me to do, and I don't worry about the rest. And then when it comes to now, that's what you might need to do, is show them. But when it comes to the food trailers, the
yeah.
vendors, that's a crazy game. That's a
How
real
so?
crazy game. Because you got the fact of a lot of people don't understand the science behind being a vendor. That's the reason you have McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell,
Yeah,
Wendy's all on the same corner. But yet, when we see another vendor pull up, it's like, why in the world? I don't want that competition. They're going to take my money. And we don't realize we make more money when we come together.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
reason Walmart has a Burger King on the inside. Publix has something on the inside. Everybody got something on the inside, but yet we see each other and we don't want them around because we scared they gonna make more money. That's the reason. If you notice, I'm one of the few people who I don't care where I'm going. I'm gonna advertise who's around me,
yeah,
and that's because I want to see them do good. Because if they doing good, I'm doing good.
yeah.
And when we get at least six vendors together in the same area, we all do good. And to be honest with you, at Shae Knight's pop-up shop, that was the most money I ever made in my life when it came down to doing one single event.
Wow. I say wow, but I literally have watched her, even since like our first podcast episode, she was explaining what she was doing. Um, I've watched her just be consistent and just grow, So she started in this entrepreneurial field in 2011. And so now we're in 2025. That's 15 years. A lot of people cannot maintain the consistency over that span. But I've gone to, I think now maybe four of her pop-up shops, and it's like they get better. I met so many people, like different vendors where it's like, wow, I did not even know you had this business. And it's good vendors, it's good products. And it's like to have everybody in this epicenter of commerce of who doesn't like to eat. Now we want some good food, right? Who doesn't want like a good product and service where you can just go and just mingle with people? And we don't have to wait until it's like a homecoming. We don't have to wait until it's after the game or the MLK parade. I think what Shay has done, what she's packaged up, is something that the community needs, and I like it. Like Latrice was saying, you don't have to worry about somebody shooting. You don't have to worry about people fighting. It is like a family oriented environment where it is just a lot of goal diggers out there, goal getters, and everybody selling their product.
Of course, because I mean, I probably would have never met Latrice if I wasn't there. I met Tom G back in the days, but
Right.
me and him got to shake hands and sit there and say, well, we was finna collab on something sooner or later. And
Yeah.
you just go to meeting different vendors. A lot of vendors I met, I've been able to call them when it was jobs I couldn't do and say, hey, you want to go do this? Either, hey, I got this going on, and I know I can't feed all them people, so I need help. Somebody come with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I like
it's good to network, and is in a peace, just like you say, a
yeah.
peaceful environment.
Yes.
The
And
family,
that's what I really like about it. And I was just because I was one of the questions because I had been posting about having this podcast episode. And one of the things I was saying was that questions were just swirling around in my head, of what to ask Shae or the benefits of being there and just being an entrepreneur because I know she knows that the entrepreneurship, like that spirit, working for herself is something that's just for her. And so, do you feel the same way?
of course, that's exactly why when I couldn't take it no more, when I was out being honest with you, and I loved my job, but
Yeah.
my last job I was on at Coca-Cola, and I was making good money, sitting
Yeah.
down, riding the forklift. But at the same time, all I kept doing was saying, as long as I'm working for the next man, I can't get my own stuff off the ground. And my
Yeah.
wife could tell you, I took one day and I just said, you know what, I can't take it no more. And I walked out and I never called in. I made sure I was a no call, no show
Oh wow.
until I knew I was fired. And then I called and I apologized to my supervisor. And he was like, why did you do it that way? And I was like, because I had to burn my bridge with you because I didn't need a safety net. Because if I had a safety net, then I always got an option to fail.
Yeah.
But if I
Yeah.
make sure I don't have a safety net, then I have no choice but to spread my wings and fly.
Mm. Listen, you being a man and saying that sounds sounds completely different from a woman saying that because your household depends on you. You know what I'm saying? Like if and you're talking about, having that conversation with your wife, etc. Because there are women who support singly their household, but just me personally hearing that coming from a male, it's like, oh yeah, you got to make something happen, and so that sounds like you walking by faith. That's what that sounds like to me.
And believe me, it's very crazy because since you said that, check this out, right? Like I said, when I walked off my job, knowing what I was about to go through, and when I tell you right now, this is not easy.
Yeah,
It's not made for the weak person because I got I work 12 hours a day, maybe work 15 days a month. But now as you get up every morning at 7 o'clock, you don't go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and people don't see what goes on. I barely get sleep. I actually went from 380. I was weighing 380. Now
mm.
I'm down to 310 within 3 months
Wow, wow.
because I'm constantly walk and work. It don't stop. But if it weren't for my good thing, Lord said,
Hey.
you see what I mean? I just picked her up from work, and then in her spare time, she still comes out and help me. And I
Wow.
know for years, all our life, I footed all the bills. Well, we footed
Yeah,
all the bills, and
yeah,
but it really hurts when you have to take that jump out of the nest, and now it's times that guess what? I can't pay the bill.
yeah,
I've got enough food, enough money to restock on supplies, make sure the trailer's straight, and get back out there again.
yeah, yeah.
And so, I mean, but if it wasn't for a good thing, and you see how she's sitting over there all nice and quiet, I ain't saying a word. Go ahead and do your camera thing, baby, and that's support though. But
Yeah.
if
She
it
the
if it wasn't
muscle.
for her, if it wasn't for her, I would have. She could tell you she done picked up the towel I threw in plenty of times and gave
Yeah,
it back to me and say, no, you
yeah.
got to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to. I remember what was so important. Hey, Marie, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. She said support is everything, and it absolutely is. I think, able to wake up to the person, go to bed with the person who sees your vision and who's not gonna let you fail. I think I know for a fact that's a blessing, and I know that's where it is, because it's hard out here when you have to do it by yourself. It's so hard. It's so hard. So I like seeing you guys as a team. Now, did you come on stage or did she come on stage and bring me food the time that I met you last year?
That was me.
Listen, your personality is something that I remember. It's unforgettable because it was endearing, but you were confident. Like you came on the stage like I have no worries in the world that you about to like what you about to taste, and I'm like, I don't want to embarrass anybody. Cause I ain't gonna lie about no food, and I'm like, and you talking about eating those sauce. Now, Mr. Big Fred. I was like, now, do you know who you talking to? And my goodness, sure enough, man, that food was so good. Like it was so good, and I'm so mad that I didn't you guys were here this year until I was leaving. I spun the block, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not leaving until I get some food. And those wings were, I ain't never heard no food like that. Powdered sugar on some wings, like what is going on? We have Shae back in the building, but I was like, what is going on with the flavor of these wings? Like, how do you even come up with a recipe like that?
Well, I didn't. Just like I said, I like to hear people see people smile, and actually, my daughter, who's always with me, she was in the trailer one day. We were slow somewhere, and she was like, "Dad, you need to try putting cracked wings on the menu." And I was like, "Crack? I ain't selling no crack. Yeah, I ain't
Right.
putting on no money called crack." And she was like, "Check this out," and she showed it to me, which I heard it actually originated in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and no one around here doing it. So I just was like, okay, it's a confectioner sugar, a regular sugar, a lemon pepper, and a dry ranch seasoning, and you just mix them up until you got the right amounts and it tastes right. And when
Yeah.
I tried it the first time, I was like, oh my god, it's a game changer.
It
And
is.
then when people hear crack, they just go, what crack? And they come for it. And it's me. I do nightclubs also, so this and it was all like, okay, crack, give me crack. And I'm like,
Listen, that's
okay.
what I'm like. You know what? I'm like the greenest person ever. I've never tried not one drug. I haven't smoked a cigarette before in my life. And I'm like, yeah, let me try some of that crack. Yeah, let me get the crack sauce. Let me get the crack flavor. Like, yeah, I want to try that. That's just how greasy I am. But
Oh,
it was
and
really
I've only got one bad review, and guess what it was?
what?
I was mad because I was showing some special woman some attention with crack wings, and it was you. But that's the only bad review I've ever got. And
I know that's right.
boy, but I say, you know what? I could take that one because I was happy that no other than Miss Bennett herself.
Listen, cause
And
listen, 'cause if I fall in love with your food, like I guarantee you I'm gonna be back. I might not be back like consistently like at first, but when I get a craving for it, I'm gonna have to have it. And if I don't get to it, like I'm always gonna promote it. So listen, being nice to me about some food was a choice. I'm gonna bring Shae on the stage, and I want to just see, Big Fred, is there anything that you want to say? And then Shae, is there anything you want to say?
I'm around the corner from your house, Shay. Don't make me come
Don't
get some.
don't don't start no mess. Don't start. Cause I'm telling you, this phone just made me so mad, but I'm back on.
The Big Fred, listen, you
I
got the
said, boy,
same idea because I'm like, after I leave this podcast studio, like Shae, where you at? Can I come get some pasta salad? Please let me get some pasta salad. That's what I'm talking about. Listen.
don't make me come around the corner.
I'm already knowing. No, this that. You got the crack wings. I got the crack right here.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, y'all don't got a chance, man. Y'all go on Shae Knight page and watch the skit. That all her skits be funny, but y'all gotta watch that skit we did because this is one of my big. Y'all don't. I don't care who got a problem with it, but when it come down to Miss Knight, she's one of my biggest inspirations on me even taking it to the next level. So when we drop that skit and to see that it's up to 17,000 views,
That's amazing.
ooh.
Amazing. That's amazing. Shae,
So, but you inspire me.
how has it been to connect with someone like Fred? Big
Like, I mean, just to connect with him, it's just been. Listen, his caption right here on the podcast. I just want to make him smile.
Yep.
That's him. I mean, that's between him and his wife. I'm gonna tell you, he signed up with me, right?
Okay.
And I had never met him, so I seen him at a store. So I got out and I went up to him and I said, I said, can I order some food? So he said, yeah. So I said, yeah, I want this, I want that, but I want it for free. And he said, for free? He said, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And I said, no, I want it for free.
Yeah.
He said, well, my wife, she ain't gonna like that. I said, that's all right. You go get your wife and tell her that I want this food for free. So by the time I'm saying that, now all his kids and his whoever his workers is, everybody just stood up. So I'm really finna get jumped while I'm up here playing. So he looking at me like, this girl must be crazy. I was like, no, go get your wife. Because, this food better taste like, it better taste good if you want to sign up for my pop-up.
Yeah.
And when I said that, he told me, oh, you out of it. We kind of, so, I mean, he got a sense of humor. I got one too. But I was just happy that the first time that they did join, I mean, they sold out probably 2 or 3 times. I mean, it was just good. It was a good event. I didn't get to get none. Yeah. You caught that tea for next time.
You got a slushy for me, and I ain't
get a
nothing from
slushy.
you.
I loved that slushy. I did get a slushy, but I wanted some of that food, child.
Yeah.
But just in order for me to get some pasta,
You
and
had to
with a
come over
flash
here.
in the daytime.
You had to come over here and try to rob me. It's okay.
Yeah, you have to. Shae, like well, I don't know. Like, Big Fred, did you want anything? Do you want to say anything else to the people? Like, what can we anticipate when we come to the pop for you?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything, man. When you go get this. If I could get out that trailer, if I can get me enough helpers, and I can get out there and cut a food with y'all, I would love to. But if not, then I'm on top of making sure that y'all getting. Well, I gotta say one thing about it. I ain't had a kit plate come back yet, and the only complaint I done had is I was showing Miss Bennett some love, and so that's it for me. And Shae, I do still got blank in case I get out there and I don't have my cup.
I don't want to hear that mess.
Listen. Big Fred, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your wife being the one that's holding you down. Can't wait to see you. Many blessings to you. Thank you so much for being on this episode. I had me a surprise, Shae. You brought me somebody who was very, very nice and stood by his product. I met him at the City Children's Festival. So that's amazing. I like organic things like this happen. So it's great. It's great. Like you put a smile on my face. I appreciate
it. Yeah, he gonna put a smile. He gonna put a smile on your face.
I don't get no high five.
His smile is contagious, girl. He'll put a smile on your face. He'll make you laugh. Him and his wife, they're good people.
They are good people. And her customer service is on point. So I appreciate her a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you now, Jazz, tomorrow I am back, baby. So we could kind of like finish what we had left off because the devil, he's so busy, he don't want me to talk about the pasta. I'm gonna talk about that pasta.
We're gonna talk about the pasta.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
about all right, Big Fred, we're gonna sign off and I'm gonna I'm gonna get on with
Thank
Shae.
you,
We
Fred.
want to watch. We want to share. I want this shared like over 75 times. I know if Treese was still on here, like she'll hear it, but she'll hear it in the replay. But I know you'll do numbers, and so I want you to be blessed and successful, and I know that God is going to carry you through making that change, a big change in your life. And you already know He has you. So have a good night. We'll see you at the pop shop.
All right.
All right. And so yeah. So girl, I'm like, I know, like this, and so I'm glad that you said exactly what you said. Because in episodes like this, like when that technical part happens, like I've learned I don't even flinch anymore because I already know what it is. It's like it is going to be something so powerful, like in the podcast interview, where it's just like, yeah, something that's irrational that happens. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going because I already know it's like it's like that enemy attack, and it's just like it doesn't work, right?
That's exactly what it was. And I said, and I something just say, Shae, just calm down. Cause listen,
Yeah,
cause you know when I have technical difficulties, I just call Kyla.
yeah,
Kyla, you know.
yes,
But girl, Kyla is not here.
not there.
She left. So right when I get to talking, I'm talking about the mic, everything, the camera, all of that shut down on my phone. It's like I couldn't find it. And it was just so crazy. My heart started beating so fast. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But then I went to thinking. I said, oh, that's the enemy. I said,
Yeah.
she already put out there that they finna have that episode with me. They already done sent them a text. They don't want, you know, I said, oh, this the enemy. Even I tried to copy and paste. It wouldn't
Wow.
even copy.
Wow.
Okay. It
Wow.
wouldn't even copy. I had to type in everything the browser
That's
to, for
crazy.
this. That is crazy. I'm talking my whole phone is shut down. I can't wait to Kyle get here
Wow.
because I sure can't figure it out. But it
Wow.
happened. But we are here.
Yes, we
So
are. Yes, we
so
are.
so
And
to
you were telling that
piggyback.
divine story on how you came up with the Boston.
Yeah. Okay. So the piggyback. Back off what I was saying. So what happened was. What happened was, like I said, I started making it right for
Yeah.
them for their menu, right? So when I started making it, I mean it wasn't nasty, but as everybody know
Yeah.
that pasta salad is a hit and miss.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
a lot of misses. I can tell you
Yes.
that. I mean, it's a good dish, and I mean, people just like I said, it's a hit or miss. Everywhere you
Yeah.
go, you put something on your plate, you try, you be like, oh my God, people
Listen.
just they be doing too
Yeah.
much
Yes.
with their pasta salad, right? So, like I said, once I started fixing it, it wasn't bad,
Mhm.
it wasn't bad, but I wanted to do more
Yeah.
to it, right? So they told me, no, just keep it the same. So I said, yeah, but see, I could cook. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
I could cook for real. So I'm like, no, I want to play with this a little bit more because, to make it better for you, for that person. Because
Yeah.
So so they kept saying no. So anyway, I started playing with it because now I'm interested
Yeah.
in making it better, right?
Hmm.
So I started playing with it and I started thinking of what it should need and whatever, right? So
Yeah.
I started making it for my house.
Okay.
And I was giving my
And they
uncle
gonna
some.
tell you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was giving my uncle some. My uncle, he just passed.
Hmm.
Maurice Knight. I know you saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry about
I
that.
gave some to him. And he was like, oh, he was like, you made this? I was like, yeah. He was like, this good. He was
Yeah.
like, you need to sell it. I'm like, nah, Maurice, I ain't selling nothing. Mm-mm. So I said, I'm already, I don't want to sell it. So he was like, nah, you need to sell it. Anyways, I'm talking. I used to make him a pan to go on the road with him and stuff. Anyway, he
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah.
Once he passed, that broke my heart completely.
Yeah.
Let's just say that to say the least.
Yeah.
And I just got in that kitchen. I just started, still messing around with this pasta. Anyways, remember that person I was referring to, right? All right, so they had like a little disagreement with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, business is business, right?
Yeah.
So even though you had like a disagreement with me, I knew that I still that you still needed somebody to make your stuff for you. So I asked them. I said, "Well, hey, do you still? I know you call yourself mad, but do you still want me to make it?" No, no. I find somebody else to make it for me. I said, "Okay." All
Yeah.
right. The next week, I asked. I said, "Hey, I said I'm playing with this pasta. I think it'll be kind of good. You
Yeah.
know, if you probably, you come try to see what I did to it. I'm telling you, I think this will look." They say no, no.
Mm.
I don't want to try it. I don't want to. And I
Okay.
said, okay. So I started selling what I came up with,
Mm-hmm. Wow.
and now they sliding down the wall.
God, dog. Listen, Shae,
Now, now they sliding
golly.
down the wall because I'm like, hey, and it's so crazy because,
Yeah.
and I know why they sliding down the wall because they
Yeah.
know that I was genuinely just trying to help, and I did help them out a lot. And I mean, because that's pretty much what I do. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? That's pretty much what I do with everybody, anybody. I always like to help people, but I had to pray because I don't want to be I want to be used, but I don't want to be misused.
Yeah.
If that make any sense, you
Yeah.
know?
Like expound on that. Like what's okay about being used? Like being used to help that person get to the next level. Is that
I
what you're
so
saying?
it's okay because if you, but I feel like if you're not being used, then you're useless. You
Okay.
see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but but it has to be like in a different way. I
Yeah.
mean, you can use everybody that's um and I'm making myself, saying useful, a useful
Yeah.
person. At my pop-up shops and things like that, the connections. Even when you said, "Hey Shae, get two of your vendors," okay, I get two of them, but one person I do want to get is for you and your sake is Trees, because if we all know, you know what I'm saying. So it's like
Thank you for that.
I am a resourceful person. I can be
Yeah.
used in a way, but just don't misuse me.
Yeah.
Don't try to take advantage of me. Don't try to tear me down and all that kind of stuff. Don't do me like that. So
Yeah.
I had to pray and ask God. I'm like, well, God, I love to help people, but I don't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying, take my help and
Yeah.
and so the pop-up shops and all of that, it really didn't came into play. I help everybody. I feel good doing it. It
Yeah.
don't it's nothing to me, to to help somebody, right?
Yeah.
With no strings attached. You don't owe me nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I did this because this is what I wanted to do. One thing about it, if you're a genuine person, you will say, Shae did that.
For
Or
real.
Shae did this or that. I don't have to go around and tell everybody what I done for you or whatever the case may be. You know what I did.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's just like I said, and I just to go back to this thing right here. Cause honey, did I expect for it to happen? No, I did not. And I'm gonna tell you where I got the idea from the cup.
Mm-hmm.
I went back into my past when I was little.
Yeah.
When my mom used to take me to McDonald's, I never wanted a Happy Meal. I wanted the mixed salad.
A little salad. See me shaking the salad.
I wanted the salad, and I mean, they
Yeah.
need to bring that back.
They do. They do. It's so crazy because I thought about that the other day, Shae.
Yeah, that was like the only healthiest thing on the
Yeah.
menu, the freaking salad. So
Yeah.
I used to put my ranch dressing and shake that thing up. Honey,
Yeah.
I used to love that mixed salad, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, it's a pasta salad, and it should go in the cup. Girl, believe it or not, how about I even told that person too the vision that I had
Oh my
for it,
gosh. Mm-hmm.
and they looked at me and said,
Mm,
like,
mm,
that's stupid,
mm. That's
you know?
crazy.
And I was like, you don't, but it wasn't his vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. Like, and it was just some mess the other day. They want to get all this recognition, thinking that I mean, you didn't make this.
Right.
And if you feel like I ain't got any, go make it.
Look, that's it. That's it.
If I
That's
take anything
it.
from you, then go make it.
Make it.
Go make it.
Listen, Shae.
You ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it.
I hope
But
I have people hating me because I really was just I was playing, but I was being serious at the
no,
same
but
time
no,
because no,
you
it's not your pasta. Like
no,
your
you
pasta is
actually, I had to put it out there because
yeah,
people was going and steady, oh, da, 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 and I wasn't being funny or anything. I just like,
yeah,
hey, you can't find it down there. You only can find it with
yeah,
me,
right,
and people taking things, people want trouble.
right,
They want that trouble. They want that drama. They want to point the finger at you. They want
right,
to, oh, well, I helped her. I mean, come on, man. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we almost 40 years old. And
mhm,
like I said, and I tell anybody, and I'm saying it here, because people gonna come back and look at this.
right, right.
Go make it.
So
That's
you
it.
got like
Just go make it.
look, I'm gonna give
That's
you.
all I
I'll give
got
you
to
the
say.
pan. I'll give you the utensils. Make
Go
it.
make
You
it.
tell if you tell me the ingredients that I need to put in here. Just do
Just
that.
do that. Just do that. But like I said, it ain't no hard feelings. I just
Yeah,
a girl just came to my house, dropped off some of her pasta. She wanted me to try it. And just like I told her, just I think the unique thing about my pasta is Zest Italian wasn't gonna do it by itself. It needed some more.
yeah,
Um it needed some more. And I just made up my own sauce. That I just
yeah,
thought, I'm telling you, everything I know how to cook. I was in the kitchen with my grandma
yeah,
for a long time. If you show me something, and I'm gonna do it, but if I don't like it, I'm gonna tweak it.
yeah, yeah,
And that's what I did. Did I expect for it to go this way? No, I didn't. But God opened up
yeah.
the floodgates for me
The floodgate, Shay.
because He know that I didn't help a lot of people.
Yeah.
3 years straight.
But you know what? And I was before I was coming on this on the show, I asked you back. And to be really honest with you, it was not because of the viral pasta. So when you sent me that picture of the viral pasta, I was like, I want to make it about you. Like cuz I am still I'm still in awe of you, comparing where you were when I interviewed you like almost 3 years ago. Yes, the viral pasta is a part of that, but I've watched how just you being you, how you have looked out for people, and you have since that day that I met you, and I met you online. Like I met you from your promotions online. I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta meet her because it's like your page was growing exponentially. I'm looking at you, and a single mother just always gets my heartstrings already. Somebody who's a boss. You had your own cleaning company. You had this social media platform that was curated to bring entrepreneurs together
Together.
so that
Yep.
people can meet, so people can advertise, so people can, you know, barter, so they can network. That's your community because that's what you are about. But
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, you are a notary, you go in for your two beautiful kids, like
Mm-hmm.
you try to create opportunities for them. But then it's like from the places that you were having a pop-up shop, it has evolved, and it doesn't feel that different, but there is just something special about just showing up at a pop-up. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean, because it's to the point where people have taken this event and they're promoting themselves, with the event. It's like they are outsourcing and out promoting, and it's like, dang, like they're promoting it because they're at the pop-up shop. Like
Mm-hmm.
people know them because of the pop-up shop. And I've
Mm-hmm.
seen people who've partnered together, and they'll go to different places, but they're still gonna be at the pop-up shop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, is Shae gonna take this on the road? Like this is a pop. Like this is something. I'm just like I've never seen. I've never seen something like this before. And it's like I'm here at this point and I'm saying this, but you were saying it when you first started it. Like you were saying it when it was small. You were saying it. I don't know if it has ever just been small, but
Yeah.
you were saying you were saying it way back then, and I'm just like, this seafood pasta was just something that just really I think that God is nodding at you. Like I'm taking something that you didn't even think you weren't even thinking about this pasta. And this is
No.
something that I implanted in you and look at how many people you're being able to influence, you're being able to meet. You got people bringing pasta to you. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I trust you so much. Like I want to feel that vibe that you created because Shae, like, man, I I'm gonna ask you about the promotion, but I'm just thinking about just the first time I came and just got the pasta, and I'm like,
Mhm.
for my podcast event this last time, and I don't know why I never did this. I don't know why I don't do this with my special guests. Like, I don't have people to do reviews. I was doing it like digital, like just write me a review. But it's like this last podcast event, I was like, no, put a video with it. Like
Mhm.
if you were impacted by the show, because I don't want to put words in your mouth. I don't want to do any of that. Tell me what the impact was, if you will. And I've asked some people to do, and some people to this day still haven't done it. And I take that as feedback. I take that as okay. I must not have impacted you like I wanted to because I know that if I go somewhere and somebody has inspired me and they ask me to do something like that, I'm on my phone before I leave the parking lot because that's how
Right.
inspired I was. Your pasta has done that. I'm like, I just showed up to get some pasta. I wasn't dressed the best. I didn't even have my face on. And your daughter was like, do you mind doing a review? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do a review. Let me taste it first. Let me see how,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I hear that it's good. Man, it is what it is. It
Yeah.
is what Shae says it is. And more even beyond that, it is what people are saying it is. You know how you go somewhere and people they just want to be a part of the sensation. They want to it's like it's down to the T. People know how to react how other people have reacted when they taste stuff and I can't stand that. But when I tell you listen, this pasta salad, and I'm a pasta salad girl. Like
Right.
I for my baby shower, like I had a friend, I'm like, I need you to make me some pasta salad. Like that was the first time I think I ever tried salad supreme. I'm like, what the hell is salad supreme? And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, this is different because I ain't never put nothing like this on anything, but I gotta get it on my pasta. But
Right.
yours, because I came in, I'm tell you, shit, I came in like, let me see if she can beat my friend pasta. Because we always
Mhm.
ask my friend to make some pasta. Now, let me see if Shae can beat this pasta. Man, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was like, now this is good. Because I love everything that you put in there. Like it is a flavor. And it's something I can't pinpoint. But I was like, I just remember that flavor. And so
Mhm.
man, watching these videos, how did you even come up with the idea to do reviews, or did people just start doing reviews and you're like, I think I got something? Like people are like really people are like really doing their thing with these reviews. You got people breaking in your house like what a damn pasta. Move out the
Right.
way, give me the pasta.
Right. Well, the thing is, I promise you. So of course I was gonna do reviews, right? Because
Yeah,
it's like I know, it's like I have to do reviews,
yeah,
right? But how they started turning into skits, the
right.
the first person that came, it was my uncle. Not the one that's passed. I think this one, his name is Rodney. I'm talking about this one. He a twin.
Okay.
Rodney and Robert. I don't know which one it was. Probably was Rodney. Anyway,
Okay.
he was I was recording him, and I did his review, and then when I did his review he was still eating. So then that's when I got my phone again. I said, well, D, are you gonna get off my property? And
Yeah.
it's like the moment I said get off my property,
Yeah.
everybody just went crazy about that. They was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that is so funny, you telling them to get off your property. So I'm
Right.
like, okay. So then when I did it to somebody else, I said, you know what, just get your bleep, bleep off my
Right.
property.
Right.
Child, everybody falling on the floor about that. So I'm just like, what is happening? You know? Again, it's the pasta, the skits. I'm like, what is happening? So it's like I just asked, hey, do you want to do a review? And they just started cutting up.
Yeah.
And so I knew that even that was different because people they do reviews and Tasty, you like it? Okay, boom. Child, we is going, they is going crazy about it. And it was to the point where it's actually to the point where people are calling me to do skits.
I love that.
So they just called me, hey Shae, I'm coming over there. Like Fred. He said, Shae, I got some all black on. I want to come over there with a ski mask and let's make a skit. And I say, okay. I said, so what so we got the dough. So what you want to steal the pasta? What you want to do?
Right.
And so he kind of, he was like, well, he told me and I said, I got it. And so I told him what to do and we just did it.
Yeah.
But like I said, people, they calling me to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, I don't know. And they be funny. They is a mess.
They really do. Like, let me tell you, girl, the one that tickled me to death. I was like, it was a female and she dressed like a dude. I was like,
oh, Tasha. Yeah, because I said I'm only feeding men today.
Right.
And and she came and drew herself like a man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they actually, it's still almost like pulling the community together.
Yeah.
Like, you guys see what we all could do collectively and have fun. Because who don't like good food and laughter?
Exactly.
And that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's something good. They could come, they could laugh. I mean, people see me now and they'll just be like, hey, Shae, we ain't on your property today, So I'm just like, dang, everybody literally is watching these videos and stuff.
Yeah, they are.
And yeah, they really is. I mean, all them 30, 40,000 views. And I mean, I got 1 million views on a couple of them.
Yeah.
I was like, this is insane. 8 million views.
Do you have a favorite?
Huh?
You have a favorite?
A favorite video?
Uh-huh.
Let me see. I don't know. That's a good question.
Or just one that has like made you like just really, really laugh. Now Treese is funny as heck. Like,
right.
It's all get out. And like when you were like delivering it to her room, I was like, like, what is going on here?
Yeah, so like with her, it's crazy because when she inboxed me and said, hey, I would like to try your pasta.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fake page.
Gotcha.
I was like, who? I know good and well this ain't Latrice.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I want 5 of them. And I'm like, what? So people thinking that I didn't connect it with her and I paid her, no, she actually bought them from me, met me at the casino. And she told me, she said, well, I'm going to try it. She said, if it's nasty, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
She said, but if it's good, we can make a skit. I said, okay.
Okay.
And she tried it. She said, oh, this thing good. Come on. Let's make a skit. So I was like, for real, I ain't even dressed. And she was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to put you on the map.
Yeah.
So,
see, I love that. I love that. I don't know. Like when you look at your journey, we have somebody named Buki. Who's Buki?
Maria.
Okay.
She on here?
Yeah. You want to put her on?
Yeah, I can. That's the pregnant stud that came through. But her daughter got a business too. But
yeah. Buki, you on
here? Yes, I am.
You can't be in the dark, boo.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
You good. Shae, you said, is this the one I was laughing at or no?
You when?
This wasn't the one that this wasn't the one that
this
the all-star though. Look, she don't how many videos you don't did.
She did so many. That's the one that was in my yard.
Listen, that's what I'm like, look, I know your face. Like, I don't know you, but I know your face. You don't been in by 10.
Yep, she didn't been in by 10. And we overdue for another one because we both keep missing each other. Yeah. But yeah, she coming back. But her daughter also has a business.
Tell us about your daughter's business.
Well, she got an Italian ice business. My daughter is a dancer. She dances with Crystal Worlds of Dance
I
in
love
Lakeland.
Christmas World of Dance. Yeah.
And since she was about 3.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go get her right now. But she been dancing since she was about 3, and
Yeah.
she wants her own dance studio.
Mm-hmm.
She gets older, so I kind of got her the business to try to help her do that because I'm a single mother.
Yeah.
So just want to help her, fulfill her dreams the best way I can. And I
Yeah.
figure that's really like the best move right now. It's so hot in Florida and Lakeland and stuff. It's so hot. So the summer coming up, football games, stuff like that. So I just thought it was a good idea.
Right. Right.
That,
So what dance does she do at Christmas World of Dance?
um, and Paris do everything. She take just about every class Crystal offers. Contemporary tap, ballet, jazz, um, praise dance,
Yeah.
Afro, hip hop. She
I
take
love
almost.
that. I love that. I don't know how to ask. I can't. I wish I had your cell number because I think I know your daughter. I think I know her. I think she was at one of my former schools. I don't want to blast her and say where the school is. Dang it. I'm trying to think of a incognito way to say it. Um has she ever had an African American principal before at her school?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
man,
she was at my school. Tell parents that Miss Bennett said hey.
Oh
okay,
Lord.
I will. And I loved him. He was great. He was a great um role model for her. He was great. She loved talking to him.
I think, and I know who you talk about. Tell her Miss Bennett. I was her testing coordinator there, but I know who you're talking about. And if I say his name, then people are gonna know exactly what school. And I hate to tell like what people kids be going to school at and stuff. So yeah, you tell Miss Paris I said hey.
I will.
I,
I'm on my way to getting her right now. She's
okay,
actually at
okay.
practice and she gets 8:30. So she'll
So
be in
she
the car in a
does
minute.
slushes. How long has she done slushes?
It's Italian ice.
Italian ice. Okay.
But I got her LLC last year. We started up last year, but I had to get a different card
Mm-hmm.
because the card we had a leak in it. So I had to get a different card. So I got another card now and I got all her signs and everything. So we're just waiting on her trailer to come in and then we'll be up and ready.
Good. So has she ever been a vendor at one of Shay's pop-up shops?
She did her first pop. The first one was when it was Shay, like a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago
What
at the
event was
cookout.
that? With Latrice,
It was,
the one with
yeah,
Latrice. Yeah, we
it was
did that one.
cookout.
That was her
Yeah.
first
And it's good too, Jasmine.
So
Yes.
what's the name of it? Because I got to make sure I get me an Italian icy.
with Paris Italian Ice.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's really good too.
Yeah. So because
And
I'm
so
making
with
I'm making a mental list, but I'm gonna go and write it. Well, I can do the replay of this, but I want to make sure that I support as many vendors out there. But tell me how you just became addicted to Shay's pasta.
Well, I was seeing the reviews. I was seeing all the reviews and stuff. And me and Shay went to school together. So
Yeah.
I was hungry one day and I hit her up like, hey man, I need to try one of them pastas.
And it be
And I
just like
went
that on the
through.
video.
Yeah,
that,
she just came out with the camera, man. I wasn't even supposed to go like that. She just put me on camera. It was like I
did you?
don't know. It was just natural. It was just
Yeah.
natural, just natural reaction. That's
I
how we
I
is all the
didn't think
time.
you was funny as she was. She a hot mess. She the
Like
one. I
that.
don't know if you remember. She told me. She said, "Shay, who the did your hair?"
Yes.
I don't know if she. Yeah, yeah. When she said that, honey, I mean everybody just was falling on the floor. They told
Yeah.
her, "Well, Shay, how your hair is? Don't worry
Right.
about how my hair is, okay?" So yeah, she be jiving.
I love that.
So
I
this
love
so this this Sunday, Jasmine, I got 26 vendors
it. Okay. Okay.
so far. I'm waiting on somebody else right here in this car, and they may be 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about you, Maria.
Yo, it was your cash app, man. Ain't nobody tell you
Yeah, my
poster to
cash app
be
has
doing
shut
numbers like
completely
that.
down. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Completely
Yeah,
Ooh,
down.
I
So I don't
can. The
have a
poster
cash app.
going viral.
that's crazy. That
And
is crazy. But you
I ain't
know,
got
where there's a
Apple Pay.
will, there's a way. If people want
Yeah,
it, they'll get it to you.
yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
devastated. I didn't have the cash app ever since cash app ever came out, and they didn't close it down completely. I even went to another phone and tried it. I can't get one. I called them, and they said I can't get one in my name ever again.
Why? Because
And
of
I
all the
said
transactions?
maybe it was because of all the transactions. And I
Yeah.
was like, why?
That's
Like
like that
what?
helps y'all.
Yeah, and they were just saying suspicious activity. I went to thinking. I said, I wonder did somebody report me or some crazy mess. I don't know, cause how? I mean, I had to set up as a business and everything.
Yeah.
They
That's
shut
crazy.
it down. It's either that or the Lord just protected me from something.
And that's true. And I like how you look at that. I really do. I have somebody that just tuned in and she wants to know what's the date of the event. The
It
event.
is 420, April 20th is this Sunday. 302 West 7th Street. And it starts at 1 to 6. So just be there early. I'm always late. I ain't gonna sit up here and a lot of y'all I be so mad. It always be something happening
Yeah. Yeah.
preventing me to be
Yeah.
there. But if I got to get there Saturday night, I'm gonna be there early.
What's the address, Shay?
302 West 7th Street.
Okay.
Now, one of the vendors who I do want to see come out there because I really had to convince him to come out there was County Line Crawfish.
Listen to me. When I saw you post that, because I don't even know how he came across my timeline, but when I say I love me some crawfish, and then they're from New Orleans as well, and I could smell it all the way. I could smell it through social media. I know that it's good. Like I tried to go there, and he had already sold out. And I was just
Mm.
like, man, you gotta be kidding me. Like what? Like the
Well,
first
yeah.
time the grand opening, he sold out.
Yeah, I had to convince him. Oh, I don't know what, but yeah, I had to convince him because at first
Yeah,
he was, skeptical.
yeah.
He had never heard of me, and stuff like that. I said, no, you would like it. You need to come on out there. I kept on top of him.
Listen, what is it? County line crawfish.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to see if I can tag them in here, like so they can join. But I reached out to him as soon as it came across my timeline, and we had been conversing back and forth, like inboxing, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I just came back from Orlando, and the whole time coming back from Orlando, my mouth was ready for some authentic crawfish. I was watching the videos because people were doing reviews from his grand opening as well. Girl, I pulled up,
Mm-hmm.
I see nobody. I was like, where are you? And he was like, I'm so I went to his page and I saw where they wrapped it up early because they sold out and they were dirt tired. Because it's like people were coming, 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 coming. So when I saw that, I was like, man, Shae definitely be hustling. Like Shae is the queen of the hustle.
Yes, I went after him like no other. And he was
Yeah.
just like, well, I was telling him, I said, this is what I do. And he
Yeah.
was like, well, I say, I see how you marketing and stuff. I said, I like that,
Mhm.
number one. I
Yeah.
said, but I said, that's what I do. I scout y'all out, honey. If you
Yeah.
got a business, I'm in your face.
Listen. You better come on, Scout. You better come on and stop
Yeah,
this
I'm a
talent.
scout. I got an
Yeah.
eye for business, and I
Yeah.
love just the up and coming entrepreneurs. I love the underdogs. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get them because I want them to believe in themselves. Because when they start something and they see nobody's not supporting, they get discouraged real
Right.
easy and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just like, no, come out here and you stay consistent. Watch me.
Yeah.
Watch me do it.
I love that.
Stay
Watch me.
consistent. Yeah, watch me.
Yeah.
Follow me. And
Yeah.
so, and they branch off and they do other things and stuff, which is good. Just
Yeah.
long as you, like I said, I don't have to tell nobody what I did. I know you looking. I know you following me and things like that, and
Yeah.
just keep going. That's just like my DJ.
Yeah.
He is 15 years old. I mean, I can pay any DJ, but
Yes.
he's not out here in the streets, doing XYZ. He's a little DJ,
What's his
and he
name?
liked it. DJ Louise.
DJ Louise. Okay, we're gonna put
DJ
DJ
Louise.
Louise on the map.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure
DJ
you book
Louise.
him. Look, I still have Bookie on here. Maria, I still have you on here because I wanted to see you. You picking up pairs. I want to I want to say hey to her. It's staticky on your end. That's why I had muted your mic, but I'm trying to hold in there until I can see her. So I want to make sure I got the right pairs, but I'm pretty sure that I do. I'm pretty sure that I do. But we talked about the DJ Shae, but let's talk about the host. Because when I go
Okay.
to this, that's the first thing that I look for is a host, is an MC.
Mhm.
And you have two people that do a fantastic job at hosting your event. Your daughter, big her up. Look, she got that senior vibes, the senior energy going. She is there. So you are there.
Yeah.
You are there with
Yeah,
her.
she's definitely there. It's been so busy for me with
Yeah.
everything because of course, I'm trying to, get this senior stuff out the way and so that,
Yeah.
but Kyla is a big, big, big help. Like now I'm just behind the scenes and let her go ahead on and run it,
Yeah.
and stuff. And she do it with no effort. I mean, she just got it, you
She
know.
does. She
Yeah,
does.
she just got it. No, I mean, she was, I don't know, self-taught. I don't know. She was only child for so
I'm
long.
gonna tell you because I was gonna ask you that. I was like, one of the questions that I was gonna ask you, like, do you feel that you can teach somebody how to be a hustler, or is it just does it have to be in them? Because I'm like, your kids, like, because I looked at her, like, I definitely did the parallel between, and I'm like, well, her mama is a hustler, so she has no choice. But I was like, I wonder, like, was it taught, or you think that just her seeing you, or you think it just was already in her?
No, it definitely went in her.
Yeah,
Like she's not. I do feel like it has to be in you. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So, and to be honest, I still don't think that she may, but as far as how hard I go,
yeah,
Kyla, she's not really like that. But I'm gonna tell you what she is and what I know that she will do. She do know how to get some money,
I
right?
know that's right.
She knows.
Yeah,
So if her back ever get against the wall, she'll know what to do.
yeah, yeah,
That's the only thing I can say. But she is a person that, because she's going to school to be sonography and stuff like that. So Kyla want to go to work, and she
yeah.
didn't got her job. She didn't have her job. She a daycare teacher at the head of the class. So she didn't been there for 2 years already.
Yeah,
And so she's one of them people.
yeah.
She don't
She's
gotta
gonna
have her
get it.
own business. She
She's
she
gonna get
just she want to go to work.
it. Okay. And nothing wrong with it.
But yeah, but if her back ever get against that wall, she know what to do.
Look, mama,
She
come on, let's
definitely
make
know
a
what to
let's make
do.
a seafood pasta video. I got you.
She
Let's
she
go
know what to
back.
do. Yeah, I told her one day I was in there, I was tired, I was sleeping. She was like, "Mom, I need something. I got to do this. I got to do that for this." I said, "Well, Kyla, go run a special." And she go get right on my Facebook. Sometimes y'all think it be me. So we have this $15, this and that, and guess what? She get right in the kitchen,
Yeah,
and she'll, cause that's the only person that got that recipe.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that was right, and that was smart. That's really smart.
If
She put that
anything was to
plan,
go
did.
on with me, she got it,
Yeah,
cause it's a money maker.
yeah, and it
She'll
is.
never be broke. So
I
I,
know.
so I gave it to her, wrote it down, it's notarized and everything.
I
And
love.
that's why I said she know what to do, and she know how to make it too. But I come behind her and make sure it's right. or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But other than that, I make it and she'll just bottle it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she know how to do it though. I told her how to do it.
Listen, and I love that. I love it when you look back on like where you were. You started in 2011. It's
Mhm.
2025. And I was saying this while you were off camera. I hope you were able to listen to it. Just your consistency. That's 14 years of being an entrepreneur, like just paving your own way, staying consistent because you know that the things that you're seeing right now, coupled with what God has in store for you that's greater than this, you know that that's on the way, that's coming, that's on your trajectory. And so I wanted to ask you, what have you seen? What are you most proud about your evolution?
I think I'm most proud of just really not giving up on myself.
Yeah.
It's been some days, boy, I want to say forget it. Because I don't know what this is. I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know what this is that I feel, but it's not happening,
Yeah.
and I'm tired. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I am tired. I am up here working like a dog. I mean, it's just too
Yeah.
much. And I was just like, yeah, I want to throw the towel in.
Yeah.
But every time I get up, I'm like, but that's just not me.
Nope.
Oh shoot. But yeah, I'm like, it's just not me. Like I
Yeah.
really just can't do it.
Yeah.
So I never gave up on myself. I wasn't going out places and stuff because I just felt like I had to got so fat, or I just
Mhm.
just I was being real hard on myself.
Yeah.
I didn't give up, but I
Yeah.
was being hard on myself and things like that. Man, please.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, don't.
I got rid of all of that. I got
Mhm.
rid of all of that, and I said, "Guess what? I'm finna get my fat roller porter behind him, and I'm finna just do what it do. I'm
Yes.
going. Listen, I could be in your group chat all day long, but if you ain't doing what I'm doing, keep
What
talking.
what you talking about?
What you talking about?
What you talk about?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? So
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, Jasmine, I'm just as shocked as everybody else.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
I know
it's-
that and I'm still working hard.
Yeah.
I'm still working hard with this stuff. This pasta stuff, you still gotta work hard. You gotta
Yeah.
make sure that you do it the same way every time.
Right.
No substituting. Once they get that taste one time, it's embedded.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Cause right now, like I don't know if you got to go to work. I don't know what you got. I'm telling you, if the offer is for me to come, I'm coming to get some pasta.
Yeah, this the last one I got left. This girl, she supposed to have came and got it. She didn't come get it.
Shay,
It's
right after
look,
this,
it's
right after this podcast
yeah,
episode.
yeah, you definitely. But you know what? Another thing too, that I had noticed, I said a long time ago, and when it seemed like, and when like the memories and stuff come back around,
Hmm.
I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
But I said probably 5 years ago, I said when I grow up, I want to be like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean by Chick-fil-A, like whatever I'm doing, I want the line to be right around the corner.
Yeah.
Like them, like it's just something about Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
No matter what, they gonna be there.
No
You
matter
know?
what. Hmm.
And then I was just like, now look at this. Now look at this.
Yeah.
So I mean it's power in the tongue. Sometimes you don't even know what you be saying.
Yeah. And that's facts. You
Yeah,
do. You have
sometimes
to
you
be
don't know
intentional
what
about that
you
speech.
be saying.
You got to be
Yeah,
intentional
because
about.
it's like they was like, Shae, it's addicting. I'm like, how? I mean, I don't understand. I said maybe it's the crunch. Because people like that crunch, and
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It
But
is like it is just the combination of the flavors. It's
yeah,
like when you combine it, and it's so funny to me because I look at those videos and I'm like, I'm saying just what you're saying. If you drop one more piece, don't you
one more
drop
piece.
nothing.
Nothing.
Don't you drop nothing. And they
Stop
just,
dropping it.
man, if you don't slurp that, they'd be trying to, man, slurp it. Slurp it first until it go down, and then you don't got to worry about it falling out. And then that dang old Mr. Jeffrey, Lord Jeffrey done made by 5 videos. Mr. Williams. It is just, it's good. It's a sensation. Let me see, is that Paris?
Yes.
Yeah, she worked at my school, but I'm sweaty.
Oh, yep.
You can still it.
Now
It's
see,
sweaty.
look. Now see, Miss Paris, you'll never know
She just
who
got
you
a
gonna
flat.
run to in your life. I think I saw her one time
Mhm.
when I went to drop our girls off at the school. How you doing,
I
Paris?
seen you at I seen you at that academy prep when they was dancing there. The girls was dancing there.
Right. Did you come that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So I hear you have an Italian icy business. Go ahead, Miss Paris.
Yes.
How are you liking being an entrepreneur?
It's it's kind of fun. Like I get to make my own money. I get to do what I want to do with my own business. I make the rules. Like
You
it's
make the
just
rules. You make the rules. Let me see if I could get
for the spices and stuff.
see if I could get Miss Graham on here.
Oh,
So
Miss
you make
Brown.
right. So you make your own rules, you make your own money. What grade are you in now?
9.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's been about 3 years. I think you probably were in the 6th grade the last time I saw you. That's amazing. That's
Yes,
amazing.
ma'am.
So I'm proud of you. I know I used to get on y'all. I know you used to be like, oh, Miss Bennett. That's how you used to be looking at me. They go Miss
No, not
Bennett.
I am. Um, I really started the business because I want to go to college to be a
Yeah.
therapist, but I also want to have my own business with dance.
Yeah.
So just to
I didn't
get
even know
me,
that you were into dance. Like I think when I saw you at Crystal's World Dance, like I was so happy to see you. I'm like, really, Paris? Because I never even knew that you even like dance. Like I when I get to see you guys in your element, it's a great thing to see because even like as an adult, when we're on duty in the cafeteria and we're telling y'all to be quiet or not to run or whatever, we still want to know more about you. And so just being able to get that glimpse with you and then hearing your mom say that that's what you really want to do, because I have a niece, she's been dancing since she was 3 years old and she wants to have a dance studio too. It's just in her, like that's her life, that's what she wants to do. And so I am very happy that you have a mother who is a go-getter and who's going to equip you with what you need to teach you how to be an entrepreneur, so that when you do get that school and then you get another school and you get another school, you'll know how to handle your finances, you'll know how to run a business. So this is great groundwork for you. And I know Miss Knight, so Shae, she got disconnected again because she was texting me and she just let me know that she got disconnected again. But how did it feel for you to be able to be at one of her pop-up shops?
it was nice. It was it was very, how do I say this? Very like exciting, like
Yeah,
to be able
because there's a lot of
to
people there.
set up, see a lot of people come and buy some of my Italian ice and support me with my business.
Yeah.
So
And I hear that it's good because Shay keeps telling me, Jazz, you got to make sure you go by and you got to get some. That's why you're on this podcast episode right now, because she's like, this is great. Because I told her I want some of your vendors to come on tonight, and she chose you guys, and so that says a lot. And so you're already making a name for yourself. You are on a podcast that's seen globally, so people know of your business right now. We know that on Sunday. Give me the time frame. What time is it? It's a pop-up shop.
1 to 6.
So from 1 to 6, you need to make sure that you are there, 302 West South Street in Lakeland, Florida. It's like a family reunion vibe there. There's tents where people can sit down and they can eat their food. And then you have so many different diverse vendors with food, drinks, fruit, services, bounce houses for the kids. You have a live DJ. You have a host that's going to be at the event. And you just have entrepreneurs of all ages. And so Paris is a ninth grader, and she has her own Italian ice company. Tell us the name of your company one more time.
Obsessed with Paris Italian ice.
Obsessed with Paris Italian ice. So tell me about your Italian ice. What's your favorite flavor?
My personal favorite flavor is passion fruit, and I would say strawberry lemonade.
Okay. I love me some passion fruit. So you said the magical words there. So passion fruit, dragon fruit, anything that's with a fruit. That's what I really like. And so I really thank you for being on. I'm very proud of you, Paris. You just from your conversation, just
You.
from you knowing what you want to do. You want to go off to college. You want to be a therapist, but in the meantime, you want to know how to be an entrepreneur because your ultimate dream is to open up a dance studio. And so you are under the tutelage of Miss Crystal. I mean, Miss Crystal knows the ins and outs of having her own and having your own dance studio. So definitely pick her brain, definitely pick the brains of people. Like, look on social media of people. You have somebody that you really look up to in terms of somebody who dances.
Really, Miss Crystal
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
or
People who are
Alicia,
at the people who are at like the
one of
Alvin
the.
Ailey dance music, like dance theater. Just make sure you make those connections. You're at an age where people want to pour into the young people, into the youth, so definitely use that as your advantage. Like when you're on social media, make sure that's a part of your algorithm. Get it in there, inbox people, let them know what your vision, what your dreams are, and I cannot wait to see you thrive. And I got to taste me a passion fruit icy when I come Sunday.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
you're welcome. So it was good seeing you, and you guys have a good night.
You too.
See you later. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye. And so listen, I this has been an incredible episode. Shae, because I know that you are still watching, I know that you are still listening. Your effect here, not only in Lakeland, is rapidly catching on to the masses. And I feel that when people are put in a position like you and they already have the foundation, with their spiritual connection to God, with their purpose, and they never give up, they continue along this road. You've been doing this since 2011. We are rooting for you. Okay. Even when your days get dark, even when your days get tough, know that you have a support system. You are building a whole network of entrepreneurs and you are showing them. You are scouting them. You see them on social media and you're inviting them into your space where you've already created this immaculate network of entrepreneurs. You're giving people chances like the youth. You have a 15-year-old who is your DJ at your event. You have Miss Paris, who is a ninth grade student who's able to vend. She has her own Italian ice company. And I just want to applaud you. I know you pour into people and I hope that you are being poured back into. And so use this episode 48, when we first met one another, and now episode 149. Use that as your springboard. Anytime you feel down after you read that Bible, I want you to come back to the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast. Always do something that's uplifting, which I know you don't need this message. You don't need to be reminded of this, but I am just telling you there's a place here in this space for you. Be encouraged. That's why I invited you back on the show. Not because of the popularity with the seafood pasta salad, but just because I see you. I see the amazing things that you are doing. I see the amazing things that you are doing for other entrepreneurs. Something as simple as lemonade, like Trent's Lemonade. I would not have known about them had it not been for your pop-up shop. And I look for them every time I come to your pop-up shop. Like I have to have a lemonade before I leave. That was started because of you. when I'm thinking about, Mr. Crabman, what is his? I can't even think of his name, but I always go and get crabs from him. So it's like I have different businesses that I'm doing. The banana pudding lady, Shakora, how you doing, girl? Like the banana pudding lady. Like um, you cannot go to Shae's pop up shop without going to these staples of businesses. And then of course, you got to get you some seafood pasta salad while it lasts. Thank you so much, London, for tuning in. I see that you are there. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for supporting mommy. This is a pop-up shop that we need to go to. This time I'll let you go to the bounce house. How about that? I'll let you go to the bounce house this time. So I just wanted to conclude this episode. Regardless of what's going on technical wise with you on your end, Shae, we have gotten the just do. I feel like this episode is going to do what it needs to do. Big Fred, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I didn't even know that he was going to be on my brain. Like I knew Big Fred was going to be on, but I didn't connect the dots. And so I had met him a year ago, and his spirit just really, it just lives on, because his customer service is, he and his wife, they really do a great job with their business, and the food is great. All right. So when you couple that good service, customer service, with a great product, that's a winning formula. Paris, I'm so proud of you and your mom for starting your business. Shae, definitely proud of you. And so make sure you guys support Shae with her pop-up shops. All right. She typically does one once a month. This month is going to be Easter Sunday. It's going to be this Sunday at 302 West South Street in Lakeland, Florida. I think she said it's going to be from 1 to 6 p.m. So you definitely have time to get there. I'm going to try to sign off because I'm trying to go to her house to get this last cup of pasta salad. I've been thinking about this pasta salad, the seafood pasta salad all day. And so she only has one left. Don't y'all try to beat me there. Like, don't, or we gonna have a skit of all skits. All right. And so this has been episode 149 of the award-winning podcast, the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast. Make sure that you are subscribing, you are following, you are commenting, you are liking, you are sharing this podcast episode. I have a goal of having this podcast episode shared at least 75 times. So please make sure you do that. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow me, all my socials. It's at Jazzy. That's Jazzie, not Jazzzy, but Jazzie. Conversations with Jazz. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, your favorite podcast streaming platform. I'm on TikTok. I'm on X. I'm on all of the platforms, all of the things. So make sure that you are following me. Make sure that you are subscribing. Make sure you are commenting. Make sure you are sharing, because that's how this podcast grows. Thank you so much, Treese, for being on. Treese is Treese Allen is definitely a social media guru, almost 2 million followers, subscribers. She's doing her big one. She is the queen of skits. So make sure you guys are following her. I will see you back here on next Monday for episode 150. So be on the lookout for my special guest for that. Remember that you can come back from anything with God, the right resources, knowing how to use those resources effectively, and your willingness to do the work. I truly believe that is the formula for your comeback. Now is the time for a dope comeback. See you guys next Monday.